Today we're going to be taking a look at safety in the science lab and Whmis symbols. So what does Whmis stand for? Well, Whmis stands for, it's an acronym, and it stands for Workplace Hazardous Materials Information System. And they are symbols for products used at schools in science labs. Whmis provides certain types of information. It provides information through labels on containers of controlled products, through MSDS for each controlled product, and science education information. Now, some of the symbols we're going to take a look at and just see a little closer what they stand for. So the following symbol you can see is representative of something that is biohazardous. This classification includes any type of organisms and the toxins produced by these organisms that have been shown to cause disease or are believed to cause disease in either humans or animals. These hazards are often found in hospitals and on products or materials that are harmful, such as viruses or bacteria. Blood samples containing the hepatitis B virus is a biohazardous infectious material because it may cause hepatitis in people that are exposed to it. Ebola and flesh-eating disease are also biohazardous. Our next symbol here represents something that is corrosive. This symbol is the second most common symbol found in homes across North America. It's found on products which corrode or eat away metals or cause permanent damage to human tissue, such as the skin and eyes on contact by burning, scarring, or blinding. Corrosive materials may also cause metal containers or structural materials to become weak, leak, or to collapse. Some examples would include things like bleach, battery acid, ammonia, and hydrochloric acid. Our next symbol here demonstrates something that is flammable. Flammable or combustible materials will ignite and continue to burn if they're exposed to a flame or some type of source of ignition. Materials are classified as a flammable gas, flammable aerosol, flammable liquid, combustible liquid, flammable solid, or reactive flammable material. Some examples would include items like oil and gasoline. A compressed gas is a gas that is at room temperature and pressure. It's packaged as a pressurized gas by compression or refrigeration and is usually quite heavy. The potential hazard of compressed gases occurs when sudden rupturing of the container causes it to become a dangerous projectile. This could include things such as propane and acetylene bottles, as well as oxygen tanks. Oxidizing material may or may not burn itself, but will release oxygen or another oxidizing substance and thereby causes or contributes to the combustion of another material. Oxidizing materials have to be stored in special containers, and they must be transported with extreme care. Ozone, chlorine, and nitrogen dioxide are oxidizing materials which support a fire and are highly reactive. This symbol is the most common one that's found in homes. It's found on materials that are toxic when they're ingested, and they are materials that may be classified as toxic or very toxic. Some examples would be items such as bleach, Mr. Clean, Tide, cyanide, and rat poisoning. Most household chemicals and cleaners actually do contain this symbol. Certain chemicals, when they're mixed, undergo vigorous reactions and can produce harmful side effects. They may react violently under conditions of shock or when there is an increase in pressure or temperature. They may also react vigorously with water to release a toxic gas. So chemicals that should not be mixed are bleach, drain cleaner, and ammonia because when they're combined, they form a toxic gas. A pure substance or mixture that could be any one of the following. So a carcinogen, a teratogen, a reproductive toxin, a respiratory tract sensitizer, an irritant, or a chronic toxic hazard. They all fall into class D2 toxic materials. Chemicals that fit into this category cause slower effects to the body. So those would be things like asbestos, arsenic, and nicotine. They're all toxic substances.